Welcome to Faces Friday. Last week, I chatted about the importance of leadership in calm and crisis and the importance of people leadership. Looking at this fireplace and this tiger reminded me of my mom and dad and the adversity that they faced. And I wanted to say again that underlying all the research I've done in leadership is this importance of building relational trust by doing the work together. So everyone's a leader. And I'm going to think about the first of 6 leadership dimensions, and they are knowledgeability, mobilizability, and sustainability. And those 3, Michael Fullen and I developed when we wrote the second of our books actually, Putting Faces on the Data. And then we thought about imaginability when Gail Harold and I wrote Good to Great to Innovate. And then Beata Planch and I thought about co-labor ability when we wrote Leading Collaborative Learning. And finally, in my new book, Clarity, I talk about adaptability, that way of adapting in calm and crisis. So in this session, I want to start with our first leadership dimension, knowledge ability. A leader who has knowledge ability models learning and being an ongoing learner, models believing that all students can learn and will learn, and that all teachers can teach. This leader with knowledge ability provides intellectual stimulation, has coaching conversations by talking with teachers about their practice. This leader provides for and participates in ongoing professional learning to ensure everyone understands how assessment informs differentiated instruction. And this leader always looks at learning alongside others. Leaders who are knowledgeable collect data, and then they use the data to determine impact on learning. They measure their own impact by how well their students are growing and achieving. Leaders who have knowledge ability set targets that indicate high expectations for each student by concentrating on students' evidence of learning. And finally, leaders who have knowledge ability monitor progress. They have a deep understanding of and a laser-like focus on expected high expectations in classroom practice. And they're in classrooms every day. They're monitoring the growth and achievement of students by walking and talking in classrooms, looking for evidence of professional learning sessions that they've led or the collaborative inquiry questions that they've been asking as a staff. Leaders who have knowledge ability monitor cognitive demands of the students' performance tasks. They know that teachers are exploring higher order verbs with students to ensure that they all are critical thinkers. So that's the first dimension, knowledge ability. And next week, we're going to look at the second dimension that Michael Fullen and I explored, mobilize ability. So have a listen next week. Thanks for joining me, and see you next week.